and have nothing better to do than just like clean stupid.
Yeah. And I'm gonna have to bleep you out. Thank you. You're
You
putting
didn't record it yet. It's not
No,
recorded.
I just hit record. Does it not show you?
No.
Yeah,
I guess
I'm recording. I'm recording.
Oh my
People
God.
are done seeing the highly polished product that we put out. They want to see a little bit of behind the scenes.
So wait, which word
Specifically,
can I not
2
say?
seconds behind the scenes.
I cannot say the word for poop.
You can. I mean, we can bleep you out.
How old
dub
are
you
these
in.
people watching this video?
But they're probably, I don't know. I've got to hire an investigator to find who the
Hey,
one.
if Rosie's watching it, do you remember there's bird poo on the roof?
Oh, that's true.
Exactly.
So how's it going, Plague Buddy?
Pretty good, Plague Buddy.
We are joined by my Plague sister, who oddly I was calling her that even before the coronavirus.
Really?
No.
Thanks.
We said that we'd be talking to a nurse at some point, and it turns out that my sister is a nurse, which is so convenient. So how are you doing? Where are you right now, Debra?
So I'm at my house, my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I am supposed to stay in my apartment, not to leave. It's not just this like self-quarantine recommendations. I've actually been quarantined since I was sick, had to call off work, and I'm one of the vital employees since I work in the ICU.
Mm-hmm.
And I qualified due to what's happening, which is I lost my voice. I had a sore throat, runny nose. I never had a fever, but I never really fever. So I had to go through our employee-only drive-through swabbing for COVID, outdoor little setup with the tents and everything.
I think I've seen some of that. Is that like they take the swab and it's a nasal swab, I think?
There's both. There's nasal or throat. They did the throat one on me, which I was told is a little less accurate, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
But they got my throat. They say sometimes people only hit the tongue, but they did it fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so they did the throat one. The nasal one, when I looked it up, they say is a little bit better just because there's less testing error is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that was on Friday because I was supposed to work Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said it was 7 business days until I might get the results. So far, no results yet.
Mm-hmm.
And Friday, so that might even be Tuesday of next week.
That's a long time to be stuck indoors mandatory. We're shelter in place, but I imagine, are you not allowed to go to grocery stores and stuff then is the idea?
Correct. You're not supposed to leave.
Oof.
The most I've done is I did get in my car today, drove to OHSU, which is just down the street, in order to check my email.
Mm-hmm.
Because unless I'm on their internet, I can't get onto their
Yeah,
emails.
I think you mentioned that might have some security implications.
Yeah, so I've only been in my car in my apartment. I haven't even gone running or anything since it is supposed to be stay in, not at all. Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I've had to call out sick. I was supposed to work a 6 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have to call out sick all 6 days, and then I have 8 off. So at least I should be better by the time I go back to work on April 2nd.
On April 2nd.
Yeah, but the Harvard principal just got their test result in a couple hours.
Yeah, so there are some tests that'll be a 2-hour or 45-minute tests.
So there's some tests that are quicker. Some hospitals have better testing. They're sending it to faster sites. I had a friend who works at Providence who said I think he said it was the next day he got his test back. Sadly, whatever thing we're using for OHSU, even when I was still working and we were sending the tests out, they were taking 7 business days. But yeah, so it just depends on what test you have, what agency or whatever you're sending it to, and hopefully they start to get faster. But
yeah,
but it's also fine at this point because we get messages from the ICU cluster is what we call it, because we have 4 ICUs, and we've been overstaffed for the last couple days. So because of trying to not do any unscheduled or unneeded surgeries and all of that, and people staying home, there's been less cases. I think it's going to be April when things really pick up, though.
Right. So when you say people staying home, it's fewer, say, car accidents or other kinds of accidents that would bring people into the ICU.
Correct. And then with surgeries, things that aren't absolutely 100% necessary are canceled.
Yeah. I've heard that that's happening with other fields as well, like dentistry, for instance, is one that we've heard some about.
My side gig at the plastic surgery center, they've just closed.
Interesting.
They're also doing it though because they want these places that have PPE, the protection and masks and everything, to send it in if they can.
Okay, so like the plastic surgery outfit is sending all their PPE over to what's the division that deals with this then?
There isn't really one. They've been creating like response teams. So you just get in contact with someone at OHSU. They put together some teams.
Okay.
I think Mom sent an email about her place doing something like that.
Right. I believe they had to give up their PPE. It was kind of a contentious issue.
Yep.
Interesting.
Oh, and that's the other thing is normally at my work, I'm trauma surgical ICU. We do not see a ton of immunocompromised patients. So sometimes if we have the cold or the sniffles, we put a mask on and then we can still work with patients. And so that's what my plan was on Friday. So I called in and they said, no, there's not enough masks for nurses to wear them for themselves like that. You can only wear them if the patient needs it. So that was the other reason I couldn't go in. And I can't go in until like my symptoms are gone as well.
Yeah, that seems like it might be prudent.
Oh, there are a lot of local communities trying to do fundraise and masks donation here in Bay Area.
Yeah. I don't know if they're doing that as much in Oregon, but particularly in the Bay Area where we had fires. And there have been a lot of smoke. There are people that are just sitting on some masks currently, and some of those people are donating to hospitals or response teams here.
Yeah. I think one of the issues is they can't decide which type of mask is best because the basic surgical one isn't really as ideal as the N95 or the PAPRs.
Right.
And most people wouldn't have those ones. So
I think that a lot of people around here have the N95s because it was for an air quality issue. So at least in that case, random folks are pretty well equipped in that regard.
Oh, the one I heard is a group in East Bay, the Chinese neighborhood group. They just got to 10,000 in one day, and they were able to get like a couple hundreds of masks to Kaiser.
That's great.
Nice. So does Kaiser work in China?
Yeah, I don't think so.
When you said Chinese neighborhood group, rather, I believe you meant the Chinese community in East Bay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we had there are many prominent Chinese, communities around the Bay Area.
Nice. But yeah, so that's where I am. I'm in my apartment for 7 days at least till I find out. Good
to hear you're safe. Good to hear things are staffed well currently. So it sounds like, what are you going to do after this? Maybe take a vacation, go to Hawaii, you were saying?
Is Hawaii happening?
That's the other thing is before all this really went down is it was Thursday and I found out that my show, it was last Thursday, a couple Thursdays when everything started shutting down. My Keller show Frozen was canceled, which I'd been looking forward to for years, the one on Broadway, which was going to be at the Keller, but
there was a theater play, a musical, yes?
Yes.
A musical for Frozen that she was going to go see.
Wait, there is a musical for Frozen? How come I don't
I just lost $120. Thanks.
No, you didn't, because it's canceled and no one can go. And it had been in New York on Broadway for a couple years and it was finally traveling. And 12 of my friends and I were all going to go, and it was on Friday. And it was Friday the 13th. And on the 12th, they canceled all the things. And then the half marathon, the Shamrock Run, was canceled. And I was like, well, this kind of stinks. And then it was because of COVID-19. But I was like, well, okay, all the airlines and hotels are cheap, so I'm just going to book a hotel and an airline ticket to Hawaii, see what happens. I knew it was a risk, and I figured I might be out a couple $100 if things don't cancel and refund, but if things are okay, I'll just go. But Hawaii is kind of closing down. Airports are closing down. The airport, I was going to fly through Delta. They gave me credit for a later flight, which is fine. And then for the hotel, they totally refunded me. But my friend who's currently in Hawaii, because she was visiting her mom, she's also a nurse. She was supposed to come back on the 26th, which is the day I was going to leave. But she was told if she doesn't leave today, they are canceling a lot of flights and only doing very minimal flights, at least from Hawaii and Hawaii Airlines, that she might not be able to leave for another like 3 months is what she said.
Yeah, I heard things like that for Hawaii too. And I heard you would be very happy to be stuck there. So
I would have been happy to be stuck in Hawaii, even for months. But I also do want to go back to work and be a useful member of society.
Yeah, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
No, but I really love my job. I love taking care of people in like the ICUs, and it's an interesting place to be right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
I'm actually kind of digging my job right now as well, so I can't complain. The other thing that
do you have pants on right now?
I have pajama pants on. I have pajama pants. This is my usual dress code: pajama pants with like a dress shirt. You know, nice-ish. This isn't dress shirt, but a nice-ish shirt. And I have my undershirt tucked in. I'm tucking into pajama pants.
That's a little too much.
No. I agree, but like you got to have some kind of structure in your life.
That's true. Me getting up every other day.
Yeah, we were actually thinking of going to visit mom and dad back before it became obvious how serious all of this was going to be, because I was working from home already, and I thought maybe we could spend 1 week and we might take precautions going back and forth. But by the time this really ramped up, it was pretty clear that wasn't going to be a good idea. So we've got some credit with Alaska Airlines, and I guess we'll spend that at some point in the future.
Yeah, probably for Daniel's wedding trip.
Yep, probably.
Yeah. Is Daniel watching these? Do we know?
I don't know. I haven't asked him.
Because, I feel badly because I know that this is sadly affecting a lot of Anna's wedding stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
In honor of her wedding shower was supposed to be this weekend.
Yeah.
So she had to cancel that, and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sad.
Man. I heard people had to cancel their weddings and their friends just threw a wedding Animal Crossing for them.
Do you guys have Switch? Oh no,
I wish I had Switch. The markup right now, like they're basically.
I totally wish we got one.
Everyone in the world.
Falling to John, I told you.
Yeah, this was an I told you so. The two I told you those right now are: one, the world is going to fall under a global pandemic. I'm like, yeah, right. And then the other one was we should buy a Switch, and I was like, yeah, right. I'm regretting both of those about equally right now.
Can you not order them on Amazon? I haven't tried.
For like $500.
Really?
Yeah,
you can also get them for like $3. There's a markup if you go to Amazon, and the shipping is a little steep too.
Yeah, also it's just like a private seller, so you don't.
Please go buy me one for $300 if you can go grab one. They have Switch Lite. That one's still available, but Switch Lite doesn't do a lot of the stuff that you would want to have.
Yeah.
So when I can leave my place and find one and go buy
it? I was talking about Amazon.
Okay. What about Costco or something? Have you checked other sites?
Yeah, we checked Costco.
You checked Costco after, yeah. So occasionally Best Buy might have it for a couple seconds and it's just gone. So
yeah, we were
never get fast enough.
This is more of our sponsored content. We were gonna get the Ring Fit Adventure, and it was gonna be like, oh, you grab this little ring and you wobble it around and stuff, and you get exercise. I also get real exercise, but like it's a little rainy right now, so today would have been a good day for Ring Fit Adventure.
Yeah.
What is that through?
That's through Wii. I'm sorry, not the Wii.
Switch.
Thank you. The Switch, and it's just a special controller that has a little resistive like ring. It resists pressing or pulling out. And
Also, you have things attached to your arms or your leg.
right. There's different ways that you can use it for the various exercises.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have not done any indoor exercises, so.
Yeah. I've done some jump rope in the backyard.
COVID-15 to COVID-19, you know.
COVID-15. Yeah, the COVID-19 is how many pounds you're going to gain.
Exactly.
What
Like
that
everyone's
called?
saying COVID-15, and I'm like, let's just keep it with the 19. Go
Man,
bigger.
I think I
stay
said
home.
COVID-15. Now I feel stupid. Okay.
Yeah. I really want to point out that the term "go big or go home" is now "go big or stay home."
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so funny.
Did you hear about New York?
You talked about it in your last cast.
Oh, well, they got a new thing that happened. So New York is obviously just going crazy with the virus. The new order is the federal government has said that if you've been to New York City, you should self-quarantine for 14 days. Like if you've traveled out of New York City, just because it's so bad there.
Yeah.
I do think they're saying that for most every place, though, because Hawaii was saying the same thing. If you come to Hawaii, they want you to stay self-quarantine for 14 days.
Probably the place you're coming to has said that. I don't know if the federal government has issued a warning. So this is like
for anyone left to New York.
The government of the United States has said if you came out of New York, you need to self-quarantine for 14 days because it's going crazy there.
Yeah, New York now is even worse than Hubei province in China, which the virus originally started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has like a 3 times population compared to Hubei. So I saw a data, like a short video about like
New York has 3 times the population compared to Hubei?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like how the line goes up.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty steep.
What else do you get?
I don't know. I'm kind of sad that I can't go out and exercise, but at the same time, it's like that Larry David thing of when something gets canceled, you don't need to apologize for it. It means that you just get to goof off more and it feels good. So more being lazy for me.
I'm really sad that I'm not even allowed to go outside to run because like that, we can talk about mental health because for me, that's like an outlet.
Yeah.
And I feel that a lot of people being stuck inside, especially if they live alone, again, like me, I think it could really be a huge issue for people with mental health issues. And then I was reading online and at least one of my friends said that like people who go to doctors and, you know, psychologists, it's all closed. Some people are doing phone things, but I just feel that this is going to be really hard on a lot of people.
Yep. Okay. We're having a wardrobe malfunction that we won't have to edit out. She just wants to clean her glasses.
Does she need to tuck in her shirt to her pajama pants?
No, her outfit's working. Are you in pajama pants as well, though?
Yes.
No one in this country is wearing pants. This is solidarity.
I put on my tight yoga pants. No, I put on tight yoga pants to try to make sure that.
Can you get the shades?
Only psychopaths are wearing jeans right now.
Yes. There we go. It was getting a little noir, a little too bright with the noir. I think I already made that joke in another video. This is good. This is good. You don't need to. That's where they got like it's like black and white, and it's usually a detective story, but there's a lot of like window shutters putting those shadows on the wall.
I think it's probably not my glasses. It might just be either your camera or my eyes.
No,
me?
It's fine.
No, your.
Yeah. My camera's the other problem. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. No one's gonna pull our funding or something. We're good. Yeah, what were we talking about?
Mental health.
Oh yeah. Actually, that's one reason that we're up in this room. Like, it looks really bare. This isn't our usual office. We moved up here because there's a big old window, and we just put some tables along the wall, called it a desk, and we're working up here.
It's actually a desk. What do you mean?
That's not a desk.
Why?
That's from the table that we used with the fruit.
But it's still what define a desk?
This is a table.
What's the difference?
So this part is a desk. This is the exciting content you get to come for. We debate what constitutes a desk. So to me, a desk, for instance, got some drawers and some other stuff. It's not something that you can put a leaf in and get to be longer like this thing.
Okay, if you say so.
If you go to IKEA, this is not a section that's going to have wheeled chairs, you know? This is the section that's going to have like table chairs, like dinner table chairs.
Yeah.
You might have to post a picture later.
Yeah, I mean, we got nothing better to do.
I thought better things you post the photo.
Because I can't see, so I can't really say. How are the cats doing outside that you guys watch from your
See
window?
any cat today, and
You saw one yesterday.
Yeah, we were discussing about getting our own plague cats.
No, so we were like, we should just next time we go to the store buy some food and just like put it out back for kitties to come by so we can watch kitties coming by. Because what the hell? They're like, you know, it'd kind of be weird. Neighbors might not be huge fans of that.
Why?
Just tons of cats coming to this neighborhood.
Tons?
Like, it's not like one cat's like, I'm gonna keep quiet about this. Like, other cats will smell the food.
How far away?
Yes, John. What did your
I'm sorry.
study
I
show?
didn't know this was going to be cat talk all of a sudden.
We could talk. The one thing it made me think of is, remember when Dad used to say, if you wanted to have survival food, get like dog food or cat food, because you will not eat it unless you really need to stay alive.
I don't remember him saying that, but that tracks. That sounds like something that he would say.
One time
super
John
true.
was in Costco and he saw those giant bags of dried chicken jerkies. He almost purchased one.
Camden almost did too. He thought it was people jerky.
Yeah. Okay. So.
It's human food standard.
Yeah, it said yeah up to human food standards, and I looked at that and I was like, oh, nice.
We can do it.
I love it when my food is up to human standards.
And one of my friend's husband actually purchased it. And she's about to open it and she noticed that sign. They don't have any dog at home. They only have
Nice.
cats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't taste the same.
Dogs and cats.
I have no idea. I just mean the dog jerky.
Yeah.
I've never tried it, but in middle school, Katie Layton and I tricked her mom into eating some.
Oh, I think I remember that,
Whoa.
or at least hearing about it.
Yeah. But
Did you ever
yeah.
trick any of your family members by saying that one product was something else?
Almost.
Oh yeah. Did you want to share that story?
Yeah, so that was when my mom and I visited Sri Lanka, and there is this one elephant orphanage. The
Elephant what?
orphanage,
Orphanage?
yeah,
Okay.
where they keep all the orphans.
Yeah.
Because of course their parents are killed for the teeth. What is the
Tusks.
tusks? Yeah. And they have some souvenirs for sale there. I got one notebook from my aunt. It's it's made of elephant poops, and it can just melt in water because it's just some fiber from plants or grass or hay. So I told my aunt that is a medicine for her stomach, and she almost made a tea of it until I called her again and checked she didn't eat, so I told her the truth.
Nice. So she did not end up drinking it.
She didn't end up drinking liquefied elephant poop.
Nice.
So this story
But it
does
was
not
really
have a happy ending.
close.
I mean, people drink that weird, like,
The cat coffee. Oh, now I gotta edit this. We got 2 of those in this episode. Ugh.
you said it, not me.
Yeah, I know. We're up to 2 now. Did you
But
want to say
those
it
are
once so we
really
can all have one?
That's really expensive.
How-
Yeah.
The cat coffee.
Yeah, Mom tried to
Really
buy
fun.
some.
What
Yeah.
are those animals?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of the word.
It's not a civet, is it?
Possibly. I just don't remember the name of the coffee.
This is exciting content right
We
now.
had one stall
Honestly,
near my old.
I just want to know the list of words we're not allowed to say. Like, who's mandating this?
I think
Like,
George Carlin did a bit on this. I can link you to it later.
well, like, we're kind of in a quarantine right now. The nation's shutting down. I
Mhm.
don't think anyone's gonna notice.
Mhm.
Just saying.
Oh yeah, no one's watching these. Don't worry. This is like
No, we have a couple. We have a couple.
Yeah,
people
this is close family and friends. All of our plague family.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's a great name.
Cool. Well, there's nothing else that we wanted to talk about. We can call that a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Cool. Did you want to say goodbye for us, Debra? Do it.
Goodbye.
Now you do a cute goodbye.
You do it better.
I don't have a cute goodbye. I rely on cute goodbyes of others. Bye.
Bye.